I ask you to approach this with one primary sense: the total exhaustion of searching. You carry the collective weariness of years of reading, meditating, and striving, convinced that absolute peace is a reward, a treasure hidden behind one final, arduous layer of effort. You have been promised that the fundamental problem can be solved by changing yourself, fixing your past, or fighting the unruly nature of your mind. But I tell you directly, this relentless pursuit of a future solution is the deepest spiritual betrayal. It is the lie of debt, the illusion that you are tragically deficient and therefore owe a life of struggle to an eventual outcome called enlightenment. Your ultimate freedom requires only one act: recognizing that you have never had a single thing to pay. Your burden is not that you have failed to find freedom. Your burden is that you are desperately trying to carry the weight of a separation that has never existed. The seeker has fabricated the thing they seek. Take a moment of genuine repose. Settle completely into your simple presence now. Look closely at this intelligence that allows you to read and hear. This vast, silent background that holds all experience. This is the ultimate subject. This unconditioned light, which is always spontaneously present, is your only truth. We find its signature in ease. Your inherent, natural state is fundamentally whole, fully complete, and at perfect, unmovable rest. It requires no conditions to maintain its power. The unconditional security is built into the framework of reality. If this source of ease is all that exists, then look for the origin of unease. Where does the feeling of not being finished come from? It comes only from the one single act of your will, your focus, moving away from this immediate, obvious peace. It is a slight, micro-movement that attaches itself to the conceptual demand of the future self, the one who needs fixing, the one who must attain. This micro-movement, this spiritual ambition, is the entire problem. It is the only enduring wall between you and complete liberation. You do not need a new insight, a deeper form of meditation, or a breakthrough event. All these grand acquisitions are objects for the ego to boast about, to claim ownership of. The whole of freedom requires nothing but the abandonment of the one who would lay claim. The ultimate simplicity is this: the seamless ease of your true state has never moved. You are merely engaged in the profound mental difficulty of denying that you are already the sovereign of a house you are standing perfectly within. We correct this denial through absolute, quiet trust. Stop the deliberate motion of will. Stop the philosophical argument that searches for the ethereal. We anchor this unassailable fact to the simple, present moment. Allow your body to acknowledge the truth. Let your hands relax fully. Allow the contraction of your mental focus to soften entirely. This entire difficulty has been sustained by a fear that if you cease striving, everything will collapse into failure or chaos. I tell you truthfully, the effort you are exerting is the single element blocking the intrinsic flow of grace. Your single, luminous choice is to allow the ceasefire to be permanent. The knower who insisted on a struggle is exhausted. The debt is cancelled. The goal is recognized as an immediate, ever-present fact. The power of this liberation is revealed when you permit yourself to utter this complete sentence: I am whole and free right now, with all the faults and failings I believe I currently possess. The inclusion of the faults and the immediate declaration of freedom shatters the logic of conditionality. This effortless acceptance is the collapse of the spiritual persona. Allow yourself fully, deeply, finally, to trust the infinite, spontaneous perfection of what already is. Your consciousness is built entirely from unmovable ease. The truth is simple to find because the searching, the denial, was always the more difficult act. Rest. The essential truth is revealed. Your nature is already fully, spontaneously, and irreversibly free.